You've probably seen the headlines. Start a business with $0. Make passive income from your phone. No skills, no money, no problem. Sounds amazing. But let's get real for a second. If building wealth was free and easy, everyone would be rich. But the truth? Most of those claims, they're marketing bait. Plain and simple. If you want to build something real, you'll need to spend real money. A real business takes money. It takes risk. It takes time. And if you want real results, it takes full-time commitment, not just a viral TikTok, and hope. In this video, I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to give you the cold, honest truth about what it really takes to make money. So if you're ready for that, let's dive in. The fantasy of no money needed. We're living in an age of content where everyone's promising easy wins. Start a YouTube channel for free, flip items for free, use AI tools for free. So apparently, you can make 10 grand a month from your phone with no money, no skills, no plan, just vibes and Wi-Fi. Sounds amazing, right? But let me ask you something. Are you editing videos on a 10-year-old laptop that takes 3 minutes to open Google Chrome? At minimum, you need a decent laptop. Something that doesn't overheat when you open Canva. Good battery, decent RAM, reliable performance. That's already $800 to $1,500, depending on where you are. But nobody talks about that. They just say, start a YouTube channel. It's free. Yeah? Ask MrBeast how free it is. He's making millions, true. But behind that YouTuber is a 250-person team. A warehouse, editors, producers, managers, scriptwriters, a thumbnail expert, and probably someone whose entire job is just to refresh YouTube Studio. But we only see the finished product, the views, the brand deals, the private jet surprise video, not the cost, not the work, not the pressure. Zach King looks like he's just a guy doing fun magic tricks with his phone, but that's not the full story. Behind those short videos, there's a whole studio, a big team helping him plan, film, edit, people for special effects, camera work, even prop builders. Those cool 15-second videos, they take days, sometimes weeks, to make. So no, it's not just talent and a phone. It's money, time, and a full crew. I mean, scroll TikTok right now. Someone's probably saying, just start a digital product business, bro. No startup costs, just Canva and ChatGPT. Oh, right. And where do I host that digital product? How do I build a landing page? What about email automation, payment gateways? Or do those just magically appear when you believe hard enough? Who wouldn't want to believe that you can go from zero to rich without investing anything? But here's what most people won't tell you. Most of these free business models, they either take months, sometimes years, to show results, or they're leaving out major parts of the process. They don't show the time spent learning real skills, the cost of software tools, the late nights after your 9 to 5, or the fact that they did spend money. They just don't talk about it. You see a video telling you to start freelancing on Fiverr with no money, but they skip the fact that building a portfolio, learning to talk to clients, and getting your first real review can take weeks, even months. You hear someone say, just post content, but you're up against people dropping hundreds of dollars on editing, scripts, strategy. Even the so-called free platforms, they're not really free. There's always a cost. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's time, often it's both. And let's be honest, everyone wants to believe it's possible to win big with no investment, because that makes not trying feel justified. Well, I'll start once I get lucky, or viral, or someone notices me. Reality check, even so-called free business models come with hidden price tags. Freelancing takes hours of unpaid work just to build trust. Content creation, you're either paying with time or paying someone else to save it. Affiliate marketing, no one's clicking your links if no one's seeing your content. But here's the real danger. Believing that success comes with no money leads you to underinvest, procrastinate, and quit the second things get hard. Building a real business takes something: time, energy, tools, and yes, money. You don't have to be rich, but you do have to be realistic. But here's the question. Can you actually build a business that grows, scales, and pays your bills with zero investment? No, because a real business isn't just an idea, it's systems, tools, execution, and yes, risk. The no money needed fantasy is the biggest trap out there. It sets you up to expect shortcuts, to believe that if it's not easy, then something must be wrong. And then you quit because you thought you were going to start a 6-figure business from your iPhone and pure vibes. Look, you don't need to be rich to start, but you need something. time, money, skills. Preferably, all three. Otherwise, you're just scrolling YouTube, chasing dopamine from business hacks you'll never actually try. What you'll actually spend on. All right, let's be real now. Starting a business, any business, comes with real costs, whether you want to admit it or not. Maybe it's not some huge upfront investment like renting a store downtown, but even a digital business? Yeah, there's a tab to pay. Let's break it down with a few real-life examples, so you see what I mean. Starting a coffee shop? You pay before you brew. Let's say you want to open a cozy little cafe. Nice idea, great vibes. But before you serve a single latte, you're already thousands deep. Rent deposit, renovations, permits, furniture, espresso machines, freezers, plumbing, inventory, POS system. Oh, and don't forget, insurance, staff training, signage, branding, cups, loyalty cards, cleaning supplies. And once you're open, the bills don't stop. Rent, utilities, payroll, coffee beans, milk, packaging, repairs, marketing. You'll probably need to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses before you break even. That's reality. Even a small brick-and-mortar business takes real capital and a ton of planning. Buying a franchise? Here's the bill. So now, maybe you think, I'll go the safe route and buy a franchise. All right, but that name on the sign, it comes with a fee. $10,000 to $100,000 plus just to use the brand. Then, build-out cost. Inventory, uniforms, furniture, to their standards, not yours. And don't forget the royalties. You're paying 5 to 10% of your gross sales, plus a monthly marketing contribution. So yes, you get a support system. You get brand recognition, but you're not buying freedom. You're buying into rules, restrictions, and startup debt. Still a business, still a risk, still a serious investment. Trading? You'll pay to play. Want to be the next Wolf of Wall Street? Cool. Just download an app, click a few buttons, and boom, you're rich. Right? Except you realize quickly, you need a real-time platform. Alerts, advanced charts, custom indicators, that's $30 to $100 price month right there. Then add platform fees, transaction fees, withdrawal fees, sometimes fees just to hold your funds. Want to learn how it works? Courses, mentors, simulators. So now, your free trading side hustle costs you hundreds per month and you haven't made a single profit yet. E-commerce? It's not just Shopify and prayers. Starting an online store? Cool. Shopify's only $39 a month. Not bad. But want to actually convert sales? Now you're paying for apps for upsells, shipping tools, analytics, review widgets, a custom theme, because the free one screams dropshipper, a logo, product photos, maybe a customer support VA. Suddenly, you're running a real business with real costs every month. And if you want to compete with the pros, you'll need better tools, faster websites, smarter people on your team. Translation, you need to invest. Content creation, free to start, expensive to grow. This one's my favorite. Everyone says, just post content, it's free. And yeah, technically that's true, but want quality? You'll need a good mic, decent lighting, a reliable laptop, editing software, CapCut Pro, Final Cut, Adobe Premiere. Want to scale? Now you're hiring editors, thumbnail designers, script writers, and then come the subscriptions. Stock video, music platforms, AI tools, scheduling apps, analytics dashboards. It adds up fast, even if you're just posting once a week. So yeah, free to start, but not free to scale. Time or money, pick one. Here's the deeper truth. If you're not spending money, you're spending time. Either you do everything yourself, slow, tiring, frustrating, or you pay someone who's better, faster, more experienced. There's no hack for this. Time is money. Try to save both, and you'll probably waste both. In the beginning, you had no choice. You did everything yourself, writing, editing, designing, posting, replying, because you had more time than money. That's how you survived, how you grew. But here's the catch. Even after becoming profitable, you're still doing everything yourself. Not because you have to, but because it's what you're used to. You trust your own hands. You're scared to let go. Or maybe you never stop to ask, is this still the best use of my time? Every task you cling to has a cost. And now that you're making money, that cost is no longer dollars. It's time, energy, burnout, creative decline. You didn't become a creator to manage spreadsheets or edit thumbnails at 2 a.m. There's a moment in every creator's journey where the question shifts from, how do I do this on my own? To, what if I didn't have to? Yes, outsourcing feels risky. Yes, it might not be perfect. But perfection was never the goal. Sustainability was. At some point, you stop saving money by doing it all yourself and start losing time. So ask yourself, are you still hustling out of necessity or out of habit? Organic growth versus ads. I'll just grow organically. Yeah? Good luck. Algorithms change, posts flop, reach dies. Want guaranteed traffic? You'll probably have to pay for it. Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok Spark ads, even a basic campaign, 5 to 50 a day just for testing. And paid ads? They're not one-time expenses. You gotta feed the machine every single month. Recurring costs equals staying in the game. Hosting, domains, email software, subscriptions, ads, tools. Even if you make 0 sales this month, those bills, they don't stop. That's what people forget when they hear low cost or start for free. You can start lean, but you can't stay cheap and expect big results. Eventually, if you want to grow, you'll have to pay to level up. The sooner you accept that and plan for it, the better your chances of actually winning. I'm curious, which of those costs caught you off guard when you first started? Software, ads, or just the time it all takes? Drop it below. I'd love to see what hit you hardest when reality kicked in. This video might go against what you see on social media, but you're here because you want real growth, not illusions. So yeah, can you make money with no money? Technically, maybe. But realistically, if you want to build something that lasts, that scales, that actually changes your life, you're gonna need to invest in time, in tools, in skills, in yourself. And that's not a bad thing. That's what makes it real. If this hit home for you, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, Rich in Progress. I drop content like this every week to help you cut through the noise, stop wasting time on fake shortcuts, and actually make smart moves with your money and energy. Hit like if this made you rethink something. Comment below if you've ever fallen for the get-rich-free trap. And if you're ready to build for real, you're in the right place. In my next video, I'm going to reveal the real meaning of passive income, not the sugar-coated version you see online. I'll break down what it actually takes to build something that truly works, and most importantly, what you can do if you're starting from scratch, even if you're broke. All the tools and resources I mentioned in this video are linked in the video description below. No need to search around, just scroll down and you'll find everything in one place. This makes it quick and easy for you to access the tools anytime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.